The Kansas City Chiefs are absolutely on fire this season, and they're showing no signs of slowing down. Their dominant play has made them the team to beat, and with the rumors swirling about Tyreek Hill possibly rejoining the squad, things are about to get even more exciting. It's clear that Hill wants to be back with the Chiefs, and if he does make his return, the team would become an absolute powerhouse. Hill's explosive speed and big play ability, combined with the already elite talents of Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, would create a truly unstoppable machine. Defenses around the league would have no answer for a Chiefs offense that already has so many weapons, and adding Hill back into the mix would elevate them to another level entirely. With Mahomes at the helm, Kelce making plays all over the field, and Hill bringing his electrifying presence, the Chiefs would be a nightmare for anyone they face. If Hill does indeed make the move back to Kansas City, it's hard to see any team matching up with them. The Chiefs are ready to take their already incredible offense to unprecedented heights, and the rest of the league will have to watch out. This could be the ultimate game changer for the Chiefs' Super Bowl aspirations. Chiefs Kingdom, that's right. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl once again. Who's ready to make history with me? I want to know who's joining me in New Orleans, so let me know in the comments. This week is going to be epic, full of energy, and of course, brimming with the passion of Chiefs fans. Today, we're going to talk about this incredible victory against the Buffalo Bills. It was an exciting battle decided by the details and full of twists and turns, a true test of fire for the Chiefs, who proved once again why they are the team to beat in the NFL. It wasn't just a victory, it was a message to the entire league. The Kansas City Chiefs still dominate. Like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel because you won't want to miss any updates about the Super Bowl. Now grab your popcorn and sit down because we're going to break down everything about this historic game. Are you ready? Let's get started. What a game that was, my friends. The Kansas City Chiefs showed once again why they are the beating heart of the AFC. This was no ordinary victory. It was a duel between giants, a battle worthy of an AFC Championship where every play counted. We beat the Buffalo Bills 32-29, bringing home the Lamar Hunt Trophy once again. This was a game of resilience, determination, and courage. The Chiefs had to reinvent themselves throughout the game, facing difficult moments such as the deficit in the third quarter. But what separates a good team from a legendary team is the ability to react. And that's exactly what we saw on the field. A team that refused to lose. Now we're back in the Super Bowl. The chance to make history is in our hands. If we win, we'll be the first team in the modern NFL era to win a third consecutive Super Bowl championship. That's big kingdom, really big. So hold back your emotions because the best is yet to come. Speaking of comebacks, let's talk about the fourth quarter. That's when the Kansas City Chiefs decided this was their night. The defense, which had been vulnerable throughout the game, showed up when it mattered most with two crucial stops on fourth down. That's not luck, that's preparation and hard work. Patrick Mahomes commanded the offense like a true maestro. Not only did he make incredible passes, but he also ran with the ball, showing why he is the best quarterback in the NFL. His calmness and game vision were extraordinary. Yeah, there was definitely a conversation for sure. Mahomes said, "We just wanted to have a play that we liked, and Coach Reed trusted us. I trusted us a lot tonight, and we were able to go out there and make a play happen." Obviously, you roll out and you want to throw it to a couple of guys, but when you can run it, you just take it. It was a big moment in the game, and we were able to go down and get points after that. Mahomes continued, "It's similar to the play we ran for a touchdown to Travis in the first Super Bowl. Just getting me on the edge, having a couple of options to throw to, and then if they take that away in man coverage, just use your feet and get the first down." When asked about running for more yards and touchdowns than Josh Allen, Mahomes said, "I didn't know that, not necessarily. They always give me options to pull the ball and run." And they were playing man coverage a lot of the day, putting a lot of attention on Travis. When they pushed that safety and extra linebackers to Travis, it opened up different lanes for me to run. Finally, Mahomes reflected on the crucial last possession. "It's just like I said, a ton of trust from Coach Reed to give me the football and let me have a chance to throw. It helped that they called timeouts. Obviously, they had to, but it gave me time to talk with the coaches and get to the play we wanted. We had talked about it the night before the game. I knew if it wasn't there, I could take the sack or run for as much as I could and let the clock run. It's a lot of trust, and it comes from experience in those moments. Samaj made a big time play. I haven't seen it yet because I got tackled after the throw, but it seemed like he made a great move and stayed in bounds. It's just execution, something we work on every week. Mahomes, of course, knows the real goal is still ahead, but when asked about his feelings getting to this point, he replied, "It's just amazing. All the hard work has led us here, and now we're ready to take it to the next level." You're running around the field celebrating right when it ended. It's just so hard to get to the Super Bowl, and I don't take it for granted. To be able to do it again at Arrowhead was special. I mean, last year was awesome. You get there and win it, but you're at a different stadium. This time, winning it at Arrowhead and getting that trophy on that stage, you look around and there's not a seat empty. It's a special place, and I'm glad I get to be a part of Chief Kingdom here in Kansas City. These are the moments I'll have for the rest of my life. What did it take to get here to just this point? It's a long process, and it takes everybody, every single person on the team. You know, you saw that tonight, whether it was special teams or offense, everyone played a key role in leading the drives that secured the points needed to turn the game around. The Buffalo Bills simply had no answer for Mahomes' brilliance. And how can we forget the collective effort of the team? Each player gave it their all at the most critical moment of the season. During this period, the team showed its identity, resilient, focused, and absolutely relentless. That's the essence of the Kansas City Chiefs, and that's exactly what took us to the Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes once again proved that he is a living legend in the NFL, completing 18 of 26 passes for 245 yards and a touchdown. He led the offense with mastery. And as if that weren't enough, he also contributed 43 yards rushing with the ball and 2 rushing touchdowns. Simply sensational. This game also served to silence the critics who always try to put other quarterbacks on the same level as Mahomes. Josh Allen, sorry, but he didn't even come close. Mahomes not only outpassed Allen, but he also showed that he can be as dangerous a rusher as any player. He's the perfect combination of intelligence, skill, and calmness. When the game required him to make tough decisions, he delivered. Patrick Mahomes is the definition of a clutch player. And when you have a quarterback like him leading the team, you know that any game, no matter how close, is winnable. Kingdom, we are witnessing history being written before our eyes. Let's talk about the ground game because it was essential to yesterday's victory. The Chiefs accumulated 135 rushing yards shared between Kareem Hunt, Mahomes, Xavier Worthy, and Isaiah Pacheco. It was a collective performance where each one contributed to the final result. Kareem Hunt was solid, racking up 64 yards in crucial moments. Mahomes, as always, contributed unexpectedly, using his legs to keep drives alive. Even Xavier Worthy, known more for his receptions, showed he can be dangerous running the ball. That balance in the ground attack is what makes us hard for opponents to stop. Andy Reid deserves all the credit for adapting the game plan throughout the game. He knew that against a defense like the Buffalo Bills, it would be necessary to vary strategies, and that's what we saw, a multifaceted attack that knew how to exploit all of the opponent's weaknesses. Now, let me tell you about Xavier Worthy. Because this guy deserves all the praise all season long. A lot of people have said he's just a gadget player, someone who's limited and doesn't really impact the game. But yesterday, he proved that he not only belongs in the NFL, but can also be a key part of the Chiefs' offense. With 6 receptions for 85 yards and a touchdown, Worthy was simply brilliant. He made decisive plays, including that controversial reception at the end that ensured the continuation of the drive. Let's face it, if this play had been for Buffalo, everyone would say it was genius. And here's a message to the critics. Recognize his talent because Worthy is just getting started. It wasn't just in the passing game that he shined. Worthy also contributed on the ground, adding 16 important yards. It shows his versatility and why Andy Reid relies so much on putting him in key situations. This is the kind of player who transforms a team's offense and leaves opponents with no answers. The Chiefs receiving core also showed up at the right time. Juju Smith-Schuster was a game changer with 60 yards on just 2 receptions. He may not have been the most consistent player all season, but yesterday he delivered when the team needed it most. That's what we call rising to the occasion. In addition to Juju, Hollywood Brown also contributed with important plays, totaling 35 yards on 3 receptions. Even without huge numbers, he did the dirty work, converting important downs. Travis Kelce, despite a more discreet night, was still reliable when called upon with 2 receptions for 19 yards. He is the foundation of this offense and always shows up in critical moments. Every player brought something special to the offense. That's the beauty of the Kansas City Chiefs. Whether it's a Stars Day or a secondary role, everyone contributes. That's what makes a championship team. And yesterday, every receiver did their part to secure this victory. Chiefs Kingdom, gather around because we've got some controversy to dive into following the Kansas City Chiefs' thrilling 32-29 victory over the Buffalo Bills in the AFC Championship. And before we dive into the main topic, let's take a moment to celebrate this incredible win. Our team is heading to another Super Bowl. That's what champions do. If you're as pumped as we are, make sure to hit that like button, drop a comment about your favorite play, and subscribe to Stay Locked In for all things Chiefs. Your passion fuels this kingdom, so let's keep it loud. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Something odd went down after the game, and it's left fans across the NFL scratching their heads. There was a lot of buzz about a critical fourth quarter replay review involving the Bills' failed 4th and short attempt. You remember the play, intense, controversial, and potentially game-changing. But here's the kicker. Nobody from the NFL officiating crew was made available to explain the call to reporters. No interviews, no clarifications, no answers, just silence. And let's be honest, silence isn't what we deserve after such a pivotal moment. Here's what we know. Referee Clete Blakeman spoke to Patrick Mahomes and other players during the game, but didn't meet with the media afterward. According to NFL protocol, reporters need to request a post-game report from the officiating pool, but strangely, no one covering the game made that request. As a result, we were left with no immediate insight into the complex replay process that led to the final ruling on the Bills' failed conversion. The lack of transparency has sparked frustration, not just in Buffalo, but across the league. Imagine how different things might have been if someone had simply stepped up to request that explanation. Over in Philadelphia, after the Commanders-Eagles game, reporters did just that to clarify repeated offside penalties and a bizarre ruling that nearly resulted in a touchdown being awarded. It's proof that the system can work if the right steps are taken. This raises a larger question for the league. Shouldn't officials always be made available for post-game explanations, especially after contentious calls? Leaving it up to reporters to request access feels outdated and inconsistent. Fans want clarity, teams want accountability, and the NFL owes both to its audience. Chiefs Kingdom, this is bigger than just one game. As champions, we know that every detail matters, and so does fairness. What do you think? Should the NFL make officiating explanations mandatory after every game? Let us know your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for more coverage as we march toward the Super Bowl. DeAndre Hopkins is about to live every NFL player's dream, playing in a Super Bowl. After 12 years in the league, he's finally made it, and the best part is he's on a historic team. The Chiefs are chasing a legendary achievement, something that hasn't been done since the 1970s, winning 3 consecutive titles. Leading the charge are Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, steering a team that's redefining what it means to be a dynasty. But can Hopkins leave his mark on this crucial moment? And how will the Chiefs handle Saquon Barkley, the Eagles' newest weapon? You won't want to miss a single detail of these incredible stories. Hit that like button and let's dive into the news. DeAndre Hopkins, the Chiefs' wide receiver, is living the dream. After 12 NFL seasons, he's finally heading to the Super Bowl, and that's not all. He's on a team making history. The Chiefs have become the first team to secure a spot in 3 consecutive Super Bowls after winning the last 2. Now they're on the verge of chasing a legendary feat, 3 straight titles. NFL legend Deion Sanders wasted no time praising Hopkins and the Chiefs squad, and Hopkins' response was as simple as it was powerful. Oh, glory. That word has become somewhat of a mantra for Hopkins since joining the team from the Tennessee Titans. He first used it back in October when he debuted for the Chiefs. It's a straightforward way to show just how much he's enjoying this incredible journey. Speaking of the Super Bowl, Hopkins needs to step up. He was quiet in the 32-29 AFC Championship win over the Bills with just one catch for 11 yards. To be honest, his production since joining the Chiefs has been inconsistent. He surpassed 60 receiving yards only twice, with the last instance being back in Week 13. But let's not forget, in the 2019 postseason with the Texans, he was a beast, racking up 208 yards in 2 games. If he can replicate anything close to that, the Chiefs will have a huge edge in the big game. Of course, you can't talk about the Chiefs without mentioning Patrick Mahomes. He's already writing his own chapter in NFL history, and with every game, he's solidifying his legacy. After the win, Mahomes took to social media to thank God and embrace a running joke about himself, posting a gif of Kermit the Frog, a recurring meme about him. While Mahomes seems calm and in total control, the difference between him and Josh Allen of the Bills was evident. Allen's late game struggles will be a topic of offseason debate. Meanwhile, Mahomes once again showed why he's considered one of the best of his generation. Now, the Chiefs face the Eagles again, just like in the 2022 Super Bowl, but this time Philly has Saquon Barkley, a weapon that could be a nightmare for Kansas City if the Chiefs can't contain him. If they can't, things could get complicated. The challenge is immense, but if any team can make history again, it's the Chiefs. So what do you think, fans? Can DeAndre Hopkins shine on the Super Bowl stage? Drop your opinions in the comments, and if you thought this was impressive, wait until you hear about the historic impact the Chiefs could have with one more title. The Chiefs are just 2 Sundays away from making history in Super Bowl 58. They'll face the Eagles and attempt something no team has achieved since the 1970s, winning 3 consecutive Super Bowls. Led by Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City continues to prove why they're the NFL's dominant force, edging out Josh Allen's Buffalo Bills with a nail-biting 32-29 victory in the AFC Championship. It was a playoff classic, nerves on edge, bold decisions, and in the end, the Chiefs sent Allen and the Bills packing for the 4th time in 4 playoff meetings. Mahomes, the 10th overall pick in the 2017 draft, is heading to his 5th Super Bowl in just 8 seasons. Remember, he didn't even play his rookie year, spending it as Alex Smith's understudy. Until next time, Chiefs Kingdom, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, hit the subscribe button, and stay tuned for my next update.